Welcome to Remote Reviews with Cece. So today we're going to do AKA Charlie Sheen, which of course I personally think it should have been called AKA Carlos Esteves, because who knew his name was Carlos? Because I didn't. I knew Esteves because of his family and his amazing father, Martin Sheen. But and Emilio Esteves, who also is an amazing actor. Remember, he used to be married to Paula Abdul. And well, maybe we wouldn't have watched it because we would have thought it was about some kind of drug lord. You know what? Well, it's about a drug addict, so what's the difference? But anyway, this is about clearly Charlie Sheen trying to clear the air, tell us a little bit about himself and his wayward ways. And as far as I'm concerned, this is basically about a young man who's a Nepto baby, clearly a little spoiled brat, who his dad was always by his side and tried to get him out of things, who also had, a problem, as we see in here. You got Sean Penn in here, who tells the tale of basically this is how life was in Malibu, being with, these kinds of parents. And they look like they had a lot of fun because they show old footage of them growing up, all of them. And, how Emilio got started. And I really enjoyed that part about this. But then they also started fluffing it up with other weird, characters and cartoon shit. And just, all that wasn't necessary. Just flow with it. So, and they have his brother in here, Ramon Esteves, John Cryer, who obviously did 2.5 Men with him. They also have his daughter in there. Denise Richards is in there. I personally think she's still in love with this young man. She looked a bit strange in this documentary, but maybe it's because she's a brunette, but that's not how I grew up with her. And she's talking like this. Her voice has definitely changed. Makes me question, were you also on drugs with him? Kind of curious about that. And, and then also Brooke Mueller, who clearly is still going through it. And you got Chris Tucker, who I don't even understand why he's in there. Maybe just a color formation. Stop. And, again, and Heidi Fleiss is in here, which is funny because Heidi Fleiss kind of says it just the way I'm saying it. He was a Nepto, just spoiled little brat. And, what do you expect, at the end of the day? And like Sean was saying, they were doing this shit since they were children. So it was sad to watch Heidi because I loved Heidi back in my day. I liked Heidi because I thought, wow, at 21 years old, this girl had created a whole, even though she wrong about, what she did, but she's kind of funny up in here when she says, shit, I turned a $2 hoe into $1 million hoe. What's the problem? She was funny. And now she a damn fucking bird whisperer and shit. And he went on to clearly become Charlie Sheen as we know him today, which is, But at the end of the day, Charlie, I read also that he wasn't taking accountability of what he did. And I believe he did, because in his own way, he is taking accountability in here by saying, look, y'all created me. I was high. Y'all created me. You enabled me. And I did what I was supposed to do because you created me. I'm winning, right? And we got to be careful about that because we are creating these people to be in a space that we're enabling some of the behavior that they do. And then when they go home and they sit with themselves and sit and think, I'm really not who this person is that they're creating me to be. So therefore, they get high or just do whatever they drink or whatever to make them feel secure within themselves. Because in reality, they're very insecure of who they are and trying to be, especially when you have a parent who is Martin Sheen. So in his own way, he was kind of admitting, hey, shit, I have no regrets. I did what I did. I was high. Y'all enabled it. Now, the only thing that got on my nerves in this, is outside of, the fluffing shit, is sometimes Charlie was talking and I didn't understand what he was talking about, but that could be, the fried brain shit when you do all them kind of drugs. Because Sean Penn had me laughing, talking about, basically he was like a I mean, Sean didn't say that, but like a Superman on crack, like, because his body took more drugs than you could probably even imagine, saith also his drug dealer. Now, the question, of course, everybody wanted to know was, about the two Corys. Now, once he got on that particular subject, that he really got on my nerves. Because again, are you bi? Have you had homosexual activity in your life? Blah, blah, blah. And he starts talking crazy. It is what it is. And the reason why he didn't want to do it, because talking about, well, if I wanted to sue Corey, I should have sued Corey. Well, why didn't you? Because you sued Chuck. If it wasn't true, why not sue? You don't have a problem suing, because I'm going to sue if you're going to sit there lying on me talking about I raped a child. So, there's that. So, and maybe you just don't remember, Charlie, because you was high and you was winning. So anyway, I wasn't all keen on that, but I give this one like a 4 remote. It was pretty good. I mean, I honestly, if he probably wasn't, who he was, I actually would like him. He seemed kind of cool and fun and shit until he's not, clearly. So that's Remote Reviews with Cece. Thank you for watching.